She did it, G.
Hold on. Can we change the beat?
Welcome back to Worth the Hype podcast.
We're coming at you live from our Chromebooks to bring you episode 2, cancel culture. Boom! Okay, last time we were with you guys, we talked about how popular and like the social effects that Charli and Dixie D'Amelio, Charli and Timothy Chalamet. Last time we were with y'all, we talked about how like popular the Charli and Dixie D'Amelio were,
And how influential the Hype House was.
and how them being in the Hype House was just like it. Like the Hype House couldn't have been the Hype House without Charli and Dixie. Dare I say?
I'd be right.
But they didn't stay in the Hype House forever.
No, they did not.
Charli and Dixie D'Amelio moved away from the Hype House and back to their hometown in Connecticut in May of 2020.
So that's also a crazy thing that they were only like in high school and they went to California.
They lived in California
For
months.
For TikTok.
Yeah.
It's true. During like COVID.
Did they go to school?
I think they just did online school.
Yeah.
Charli still
everyone's
attended
online.
public high school.
Well,
Yeah.
up until
Up until
like
the
end of 2020. Yeah, up until
Yeah.
COVID.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Dixie had graduated.
This was kind of the turning point. This was kind of when the Hype House really went downhill.
Yeah.
During like
This was also like
This is also like height of controversy because
there was
Exactly.
this was
There
like
was a
I'd say
lot.
the start of like cancel culture. Like
Yeah.
there was the diss tracks coming out.
Yeah.
Like, I think Laray's most famously known for his canceled diss track where
Yeah.
this is
He
pretty much
dissed
everyone.
all the
YouTuber
Hype House.
Larray comes out with this insane diss track.
He was also
Clears
very
everyone's
controversial at the time.
name. Yeah, he mostly, what was he known for? Omegle videos, just like funny
just popular
YouTube.
trends.
Yeah.
And this was kind of when YouTube met TikTok because he came out with this. First he was collabing with the Hype House. He went there a few
He
times.
never was actually a part of
No.
the Hype House.
He
for
went there a
various
few
reasons.
times. Yeah, for various reasons. Went there a few times. Comes back with this insane diss track.
Like his one lyric, there's one lyric where it's like, and when Charlie left, y'all tanks. Like
He's just-
referring to the
yeah.
Hype House, like
And then goes on to say that the Hype House reeks.
yeah.
Y'all smell like feet.
wait, is he gay? Can I
Yes.
ask? Okay,
Yeah.
that's what I thought.
Laray's gay.
It was just like I think that there's no like it just like looking back like what a crazy time that this whole like diss track came out.
It was crazy.
But
I'm
he
gonna-
really did clear everyone.
I'm gonna read you guys some lines. A lot of these lines, actually, that I'm not gonna read, get into some of their relationships with each other. Because
yeah.
there was a lot of dating within the Hype House.
it was.
Like
Charlie.
Like Griffin
Oh, yeah.
and Dixie, Charlie and Chase,
Yeah.
Addison and Bryce.
and like these were all
Yeah.
public.
Very
These are
public
very-
relationships.
And so like the breakups were also public.
And Laray's diss track really implied that he was taking sides with Charlie and Dixie, which going
What were you saying, B?
what was I saying?
Oh, their just whole relationships were like plastered online.
Yeah, and it was
Yeah.
crazy, and it really like made it more clear which side Charlie and Dixie were on with the Hype House, and now with Laray.
Do we know why they left the Hype House? Was that ever
They got increase in brand deals, and they made it sound more as like from a business standpoint that it just wasn't working out. But
That's
it is
true.
believed that there could have been.
I'm sure there was
More.
more.
they were
and
also
personal
away from their
issues.
parents. too.
Yeah.
It's
They
true,
were.
yeah.
Yeah.
They're not really like, I mean, they're not really that popular anymore, so it didn't really
Yeah.
work out.
Yeah, but I mean, Charlie got that whole Dunkin brand deal. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like when I think of Dunkin, I think of like Charlie D'Amelio,
And they had Major Hollister. brand
Yeah.
deal,
Yeah.
Which I think grew their
which I think is
influence in
cool.
like fashion also higher.
Yeah, I agree.
During this time period, there was a lot of diss tracks coming out. You know, Team 10, like, weren't those were kind of near this time period.
It's like
Like,
2016.
there was just
Who came out? I mean, Logan Paul.
that kind of influenced this new era.
Yeah.
Because there have been previous diss tracks such as Logan Paul, but these
Yeah.
were a new type that were going more personal. And
this
Yeah.
being
YouTuber Larray, he starts talking about, he says, Bryce and Josh, y'all tried to bully little Chase.
That part.
So
He's just calling out so many personal things.
I mean, he left like
Yes,
nothing
because-
out. Like I think this was the only time where it's like I think now cancel culture is like if this came out at that time, like oh my god, like
It
this
would be
could-
crazy.
you would be. But at this time, it was like I don't know. This was just a thing. Like,
He says,
to make diss tracks.
"Y'all making diss tracks, let me put you in your place."
Oh,
Like,
that sink in.
that's a
Fully
just
confidence.
take that in for a second.
Yeah.
Speaking of music, wait, side note, I think it's really interesting how, like, because Addison Rae also left the Hype House. I don't know, when did she leave the Hype House?
She left around this time. I
yeah,
think this is
she
when everyone
left
started.
us around the
Yeah.
same time as Charli, but, like, they took really different directions in their careers, and Addison
It's
Rae's had a
true,
crazy
yeah.
comeback.
She
Addison
did.
Rae,
with her
she makes
music career.
Yeah.
But
she's
Charli and
big.
Dixie were never really able to escape, like, the Hype House, even though they
No,
left.
it was-
you
They
know?
kind of
Often-
stayed on TikTok
Mhm.
mainly.
And like Dixie's music was often used as like
It
a joke.
Yeah, because
humor,
it wasn't
if you
very
will.
good, in my opinion.
No, but Addison, like, she's
She's had a comeback.
she did.
And
Yeah.
I think she's rebranded herself in a very smart way.
Yeah, she had a really good rebranding.
Mm-hmm. And other houses like the Sway House, such as, were also making diss tracks.
Who was in the Sway House?
Josh Richards, Bryce Hall.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's bring up something that
Wait, isn't Bryce
really...
Hall that drag queen?
No,
Wait, no,
Bryce
that's
Hall's not a drag
Tadra.
queen. Okay, something that really brought a lot of cancel culture to the D'Amelio family. YouTuber James Charles was invited to a private dinner.
I want to add, at this time, like, I mean, James Charles wasn't as controversial, but, like, he's just recently
He's
had,
a
like,
makeup YouTuber.
crazy
Yeah.
controversy.
Oh my
honestly,
God.
His whole thing was
had
he
conflicts.
was makeup. He's like a makeup guru.
Ever since
Mhm.
like Coachella 2017
Yeah.
with Tati, they were having some issues back then.
Yeah, he's just like a very messy person. But anyways,
So basically, James Charles comes to the D'Amelio household. It's not very uncommon for this to happen. They're both very
they were
popular.
filming a YouTube video.
Yeah, it was
all the time.
They had a private chef.
Yes.
Because mind you, Charli and Dixie, like, they were already rich, like, before they
Mhm.
didn't
They
really
did.
need the money that they were getting from.
But this was kind of peak fame. November 2020, Dinner with the D'Amelios is a show. During a meal, TikTok star Charli D'Amelio was expressing her desire to reach 100 million TikTok followers.
She had 95 million at the
Uh-huh.
time, and she just wanted.
She wanted to
Even
reach
though-
it
it was
at
also,
the
like,
same time.
As she hit,
That
she
she
hit
hit.
1 million like a year before that.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
a year
Everyone
prior
hit 100 million.
Uh-huh.
A year after.
Mind you, this is in November. James
Of
Charles
2020.
comes back with saying, quote, "Was the 95 million not enough for you?"
Which
Dang.
I
sent
think
shockwaves over social media.
Had a major effect on social media. My For You page, everyone's For You page,
which
full of this.
it's like such a silly thing. Like, I mean, I think the world just like took it and was like made it like
They
super
took it around.
dramatic.
It even hurt young Dunkins, who felt like their support didn't mean enough.
Yeah.
Charli.
Yeah,
Because
people
one
kind of took it,
follower,
like, she
yeah.
didn't like her followers enough. Like, she was only in it for the fame.
For
Yeah.
the number, but
Yeah.
I think it
Also at this dinner, was it Dixie?
Oh,
who
she
she
was
also
very
got a little bit
disrespectful.
canceled for being disrespectful because they had their private chef. I think escargot, which is like really like
It's
that's
kinda-
not for everyone.
yeah.
Or it's an acquired taste.
It is an acquired
And I
taste.
remember she asked for dino nuggets
slime
because she freaked out because she couldn't eat.
And it really
eat the
showed
scales.
the privilege that they have.
Another major political, kind of societal thing that pivoted towards cancel culture during this time period was a time, 2020 was when all the BLM protests were happening across the nation.
Yeah.
And Black Lives Matter was,
That was
like
major.
a huge political movement following the
Especially here in
killing
Portland.
of George Floyd, you know.
Uh-huh.
It was a lot of political movement. And social media and like having a big platform was kind of a way to like share political views.
Yeah.
It's
So
true,
a
yeah.
lot of people changed their profile pictures to Black Lives Matter signs. And this brought so much controversy because Charli D'Amelio, she changed her profile at one point. And everyone like blew up at her because she just changed her photo in like 2021, 2022.
Yeah.
And like it became such a like their social media presence became such a staple on like who they
True,
were, even if that's not how they were as a
Which
person.
is still a
It
thing
doesn't
that
show.
happens today. Is like really big celebrities, like they'll still get heat for like not talking about certain political issues.
Yeah.
it's true.
Which is like I can see both sides on
Yeah.
that.
Like it's good to use your platform for
like-
important things, but
But some people's platforms aren't like the type
Yeah.
of platforms where you would like talk
Want
about that
to-
stuff. And I feel like that does kind of apply to like Charli D'Amelio. Like she just made like
Dancing
videos
videos.
of her
Lighthearted.
dancing, and she happened to have a lot of followers. Like she
Yeah.
never like she didn't even really like in the very beginning of her, like when she became famous, it wasn't, she didn't even talk on camera that much.
No,
Yeah.
Social media. She's also so young too.
It's just like the Hype House members' profile pictures and controversy over that just started such a continuity of like social media influencers who aren't even that big of a deal. Just having so much influence, like over so many people. Like there were so many things that were said by members of the Hype House, ex-members, that have just really stuck with a lot of people and affected a lot of people's lives.
Yeah, and it shows how really like the small part that you see on social media doesn't really show the full person and their values.
Yeah, it's true.
And a little thing can get ran with and taken out of context.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, we have now reached the end of episode 2 of the Worth the Hype podcast. We're going to skip over a lot of time for the next episode. We might come back and fill in some gaps, but we will catch you next time for the after effects and the complete ending of the Hype House. Bye! Bye.